Vande Mataram. I am the common man of India, born of the world's most sacred, most sanctified soil. I am endless. I am eternal. I am the ordinary and I am the extraordinary. Through centuries, only one presence has remained unbroken in this land. Mine. I have witnessed every passing age. When my beloved motherland lay chained under the pale tyranny of British rule, I existed then, and still I exist. Who then can reveal the facts with greater clarity than me? This is not a mere story. This is a spark of awakening, a timeless inspiration, the uncontested chronicle of a new dawn. Nagpur, the very heart of modern India. A child was born there. The third son of Vedmurti Baliram Pant Hedgewar and his wife Revati. They named him Keshav. The nation was burning. The white-skinned rulers unleashed cruelty upon Indians with cold, mechanical brutality. And across the nation, anger simmered, a silent, rising flame in the hearts of patriots. Little Keshav, too, could not remain untouched with those flames. In Nagpur, he felt a magnetic admiration for the Bhosle dynasty. Hears of the revered Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the architect of Hindavi Swaraj. The fiery nationalist writings of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak in Kesari carved deep impressions on his young mind. In 1897, as the British marked 60 years of Queen Victoria's rule, sweets were distributed in celebration. He thought, how can we celebrate when the enemies who crushed our own Bhosle kingdom rejoice? And his unwavering resolve, the young boy refused to accept the sweets. Thus began the shaping of a patriot. Years after years, Keshav's spirit blazed brighter. In 1905 came Lord Curzon's unfortunate act, the partition of Bengal, a sinister attempt to divide Hindu and Muslim. Officially, it was for administrative ease, but actually to weaken nationalism and implement divide and rule. The nation erupted. The fire of revolt roared, and rising above every street, every mind, every heartbeat, resounded a single cry, Vande Mataram, a slogan so powerful that the oppressive British banned its very utterance.
We cannot even utter Vande Mataram anymore? To bow before our own motherland, even that is forbidden by those tyrant invaders. The very ones who have stained this sacred soil with their cruelty.
Yes, Keshav. What right do these pale-skinned rulers have to force their will upon us? To chain our voices, our culture, our very breath?
Yet, convincing everyone won't be easy. People tremble under the terror of the British. Fear has settled deep inside their bones.
And that fear, that is our greatest enemy. But can we sit idle because of it? No. If this nation must be freed from the shackles of slavery, then we must rise.
You speak the absolute truth, Keshav.
Oh my god, where are all they heading dressed up like this? Is there a wedding in Rampaili today?
No. It's Dashera today. Abaji was saying that Rampaili is hosting a grand Ravan Dahan this year. A massive crowd is expected.
Don't you see it? This is a golden opportunity.
What do you mean?
So many people gathered in one place. When will such a moment come again? This is the perfect chance to ignite their hearts, to plant the mantra of Vande Mataram deep within their souls. Along with this, we must bring as many of our other young companions as possible to this procession.
Brilliant, Keshav. A powerful plan and at the perfect moment.
Then it's settled. The time for silence is over. If we want to awaken the society, we must take the first step.
Yes,
Come on.
let's go.
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufala, Malayaja Shidala, Sasya Samala, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Stop! Stop! Stop, my countrymen! Stop where you are! A fear must have risen inside you. Why chant Vande Mataram here? Perhaps you thought that uttering Vande Mataram is nothing short of signing your own death warrant. Then why this madness? Because this madness is need of the hour. We burn a symbolic Ravan every year to satisfy our faith. But can we turn our faces away from the real demons that haunt our lives? Who is the Ravan today? It is the British regime, ruling our sacred motherland with injustice, suffocating us with tyranny. Who is the demon? That pale-skinned invader who pulls us away from Swadeshi goods. Who is the Rakshas? This British government that floods our land with foreign products and chains our economy. And those cunning, deceitful Englishmen, they threaten us with punishment even for bowing to our mother through the sacred cry Vande Mataram. Is this not the Ravan-like cruelty? We must identify that Ravan. We must awaken the Ram that resides within our own hearts. We must unite. Rise, my young patriots. Awaken your self-respect with the thunder of Vande Mataram. Burn away the darkness of fear and slavery with the blazing fire of nationalism. Or else, wear bangles on your wrists and bear the slavery. On this Vijayadashmi, take a vow. Adopt Swadeshi. Uproot the foreign tyrants. March forward, chanting the mantra of Vande Mataram. Only then we will truly cross the threshold of victory. Say it aloud. Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram!
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram,
वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम।
Vande Mataram was not merely a slogan for Keshav. It was the fire of his soul. It had become his dignity, his identity, the sacred strength that echoed from the depth of his conscience. And yet, even as charges of sedition were unleashed upon him and his companions, Keshav stood unshaken. At Neil City English High School, even the teachers were commanded to enforce the ban. A harsh government order, infamous as Risley's Circular, forbade students from drawing inspiration from the sacred chant. Yet oppression only fuels rebellion. The students, inspired by Keshav, stepped forward and renewed courage, their hearts aflame with a fierce resolve to awaken the spirit of freedom. Keshav held sacred gatherings in the shadows, whispering messages that set young minds ablaze with patriotism. And then came the day when the school inspector arrived. He was stunned. From every corner of the campus, the thunderous echo of Vande Mataram rose like a tidal wave. Defiant, unstoppable, unforgettable. Those unwilling to join were held on the way to school and barred from attending classes. The fire of patriotism burning within Keshav now lit the entire atmosphere. Gradually, under pressure, many students yielded and returned to school, accepting their mistake in silence. But for one, the committed one, he neither apologized nor stepped back into the school gates. Even the brutal regime stood astonished at the unwavering spirit. This was Keshav Baliram Hedgewar, a flame no tyranny could extinguish. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar, a rising tempest, a newborn crimson dawn whose fierce glow had already begun to blind the British Empire. Patriotism rumbled inside him like an earthquake. To beg for re-entry into school felt like a betrayal of the fire within. Breaking all ties with formal education seemed a nobler choice. Well-wishers and mentors intervened, arranging for him to continue his studies in Yavatmal. But the mere suspicion of revolutionary spark in and around Yavatmal forced the cold-eyed British officer Cleveland to shut down the school. Even to write his examinations, Keshav had to travel to Pune with his few classmates. Dr. Munji, his guiding force, opened the next gate. Through his efforts, courtesy Dr. Munji, Calcutta called. The National Medical College welcomed him, and Keshav stepped onto the path of becoming a doctor. Calcutta, home to the fearless youth of the Anushilan Samiti, whose resolve made the British grind their teeth in despair. In this blazing atmosphere, Vande Mataram and Swaraj became the wind beneath Keshav's soul. The British kept him under watch, but his spirit could not be caged. Though his time for textbooks was limited, his time for the freedom struggle was limitless. With a sharp, brilliant mind, Keshav conquered his medical degree with distinction. And then he surrendered himself completely to the non-cooperation movement. This was the beginning of a storm never seen before. His speeches were thunder, shaking hearts, stirring souls, and leaving listeners spellbound. But their tremors rattled the pillars of British authority. And so, District Magistrate C.J. Irwin struck back. A 1-month ban on Keshav Hedgewar.
I hereby require you to refrain from attending, holding, or otherwise being concerned in any way in any public meeting or assembly for more than 5 months from the date hereof.
But has a storm ever succumbed to the walls of prison? Keshav, now Dr. Hedgewar, rose higher.
The very soil that gave birth to you and me, that nurtured us with its own breath. How can we allow any outsider to trample upon that sacred land with foul intentions, to unleash tyranny upon us? Injustice may be their nature, but we are not cowards. Come, let us vow that for our motherland, if the need arises, we shall even lay down our lives, and we shall do so with unwavering resolve.
His campaign for Swaraj surged like a river breaking its banks. Finally, unable to contain him, the British dragged him into the courtroom.
Order, order! Your Honor, the accused is extremely cunning, sharp-minded. Despite numerous evidences of sedition against him, he's trying to confuse witnesses with irrelevant things.
Pardon me, Your Honor. I am forced to plead my side due to unjustified stand by your esteemed self. Secondly, haven't even spoken a single word yet to defend myself.
Exactly. That is what making him suspicious. Why the silence?
Oh, Hedgewar. I mean, Dr. Hedgewar, right? A doctor. And instead of saving lives, you provoke people to risk their life. You are acting against the nation, against the rule, against the crown committing sedition. We have ample proof. Do you wish to say anything in your defense?
Not against the nation, Your Honor. I stand against this unjust government. I work for my motherland. A deed so pure requires no clarification. Vande Mataram!
Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram!
Order, order!
You see, Your Honor, this is why I insist. Do not give him undue importance. We have solid evidence of sedition. If we sit listening to his arguments, even we might get carried away.
Order, order! Proceed, Mr. Prosecutor.
Your Honor, I believe the time has come. Pronounce the verdict. Declare him guilty of sedition and award the maximum punishment.
Mr. Hedgewar, oh, Dr. Hedgewar, this is your final chance. Speak if you wish to.
Honorable Sir, my only concern is this. I don't know whether your secretary will manage to jot down my statement in shorthand or whether he will need longhand.
Order, order! Stop wasting court's time. Come to the point.
The point, Your Honor, is simple. India belongs to Indians. Just as an Englishman has the right to live freely in England, a German in Germany. No foreign power can come here and rule over us. I speak for my motherland, not against England. Accusing me otherwise is an insult I refuse to accept. This government here is not established by the will of the people. An outsider cannot impose his command upon the inhabitants of this land. Such a regime has no constitutional legitimacy. Therefore, Your Honor, you possess no fundamental right to try me. My words are meant to awaken my countrymen to their duty towards their motherland. If that sounds like rebellion to you, then it is clear. You consider us your enemy. And thus, it is equally clear that the time has come for you to pack your bags and leave our soil. Most importantly, my speeches have been distorted, twisted. Statements I never made have been presented as evidence. Thus, Your Honor, I liberate myself from the authority and jurisdiction of this court. Whatever decree you pass holds no binding force upon me. For me, my nation, my motherland stands above all.
Mr. Hedgewar, Dr. Hedgewar, On this day, the 19th of August 1921, at 12:30 p.m., your plea under section 108 finds no legal standing. Considering the seriousness of charges, you are ordered to furnish 2 surety bonds of 1,000 rupees each, along with an additional personal bail bond of 1,000 rupees.
Honorable Sir, you may pass any judgment you wish. In the court of my conscience, I stand innocent. My words, my emotions, my actions are devoted solely and sincerely to my motherland. I refuse to become the victim to the malice of an oppressive and immoral regime.
This is sheer foolishness.
Therefore, I voluntarily reject your punishment.
If you refuse to accept the ruling, then this court sentences you to 1 year of rigorous imprisonment.
Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram!
Bharat Mata Ki
Jai!
Bharat Mata Ki
Jai!
Dr. Keshav was sentenced to 1 year of rigorous imprisonment. Yet, that very sentence only deepened the people's respect and reverence for him. Eminent leaders of Congress publicly praised his courage. But to Dr. Keshav, merely going to prison and proving one's commitment was not enough for Swaraj. 22nd July 1922. Nagpur was drenched in torrential rain, and yet it was the day of Dr. Keshav's release. With countless dreams for the golden future of the motherland and firm resolve in his heart, the moment his footsteps crossed the prison gates, the air erupted with the victory chants. Despite the heavy rain, Dr. Munji, Dr. Paranspi, Dr. Khare, and many friends and supporters stood eagerly with garlands to welcome him. As he moved through the city, groups of people waited at various points just to greet him. By evening, in the presence of towering leaders, Pandit Motilal Nehru, Shri Vittalbhai Patel, Shri Rajgopalachari, and Dr. Ansari, he was honored ceremoniously. Dr. Keshav Hedgewar now glowed like a new rising sun, inspiring revolutionaries across the nation. His steadfast commitment to Swadeshi made him a devoted soldier of Gandhiji's non-cooperation movement. Going to jail was merely one chapter of that journey. But his ideology, rising above caste and creed, was sharper, more practical, and more future-oriented in its vision for the nation.
If you permit, may we come in?
Dr. Munjiji, please come. And Dr. Keshav is here as well. Good.
Pranam, Bapu.
Dr. Keshav, your enthusiastic contribution and that of your colleagues during the Nagpur session was deeply commendable.
Thank you, Bapu. It is because of the blessing of elders like you.
The truth is, it is Keshav's leadership that is truly extraordinary.
Yes. Such leadership alone can guide our society towards the bright future. And the discipline with which the arrangements and planning were executed I must especially congratulate you for that, Dr. Keshav.
Your words of praise give me even more courage, Bapu.
Keshav is thoughtful and an impactful worker, but he is troubled by certain doubts. He wished to share them with you.
Please speak, Dr. Keshav. Don't hesitate. What troubles you?
The session was definitely successful, Bapu. But I feel that under your guidance, if we had passed a resolution demanding Purna Swaraj, complete independence, it would have been more appropriate. Because
Swaraj is freedom. It's not merely for India. We envision Swaraj for all nations of the world. In the present circumstances, no better option exists.
But don't you think, Bapu, that while the idea sounds vast, even noble, it may prove narrow for us? Its long-term consequences may become contradictory.
I feel these are not your own thoughts, but ideas imposed upon your mind by someone else.
Forgive me, but these are indeed my own views, which...
But Dr. Keshav, do not remain doubtful of our direction. We are on the correct path. We must not merely win political freedom. We must also preserve social harmony and unity across castes and religions. What is it, Dr. Keshav? Why have you gone quiet?
I fear that if I express my true thoughts, it may seem disrespectful.
If your thoughts are original and independent, you must speak without fear.
Bapu, I do not agree in the slightest with your equations of religious unity. The British government is dividing our society through its policy of divide and rule. And in the name of Hindu-Muslim unity, we seem to be walking right into their design. This indirectly strengthens their policy.
Absolutely not.
India has Sikhs, Christians, Jains, other people of many faiths. Why then are we giving special attention only to Muslims? Why not call for unity of all citizens? Singling out Muslims alone gives off the odor of appeasement. I fear this stance may become a grave problem in the future, and others may feel neglected. Even today, voice raised by Badheji to protect cows, a matter of faith for Hindus, have been subjected to humiliation. Our religious sentiments are disregarded in our country only. Yet you give precedence to standing with Muslims of other countries, something even many Indian Muslims do not support.
Listen, doctor.
Why are we doing this, Bapu? My mind is troubled. Vande Mataram is the very soul of this motherland, the mantra of the entire nation. To cut it, dilute it, divide it, merely to suit the demands of one community is unjust, uncivil, and unforgivable.
Oh. These are merely your perceptions, Dr. Keshav. I see nothing of this sort. Well, Munjiji, thank you for coming. Please excuse me. It's time for the prayer.
As an ordinary man, I could sense a far-reaching truth and a profound depth in Dr. Keshav's words. As a thoughtful congressman, he was wholly devoted to the cause of India's freedom. Yet, before the iron resolve of his nationalism, the ideology of the Congress gradually began to appear secondary. Through his clarity, his conviction, and his unwavering dedication, we, common men, found ourselves irresistibly drawn towards him. At the assembly near Sham Talkies in Nagpur, the true face of Congress's momentary and ostentatious revolution revealed itself. The venue was overflowing. youth, elders, all packed shoulder to shoulder. Speeches were being delivered, the kind that could make the blood boil. The atmosphere throbbed with such passion that if any Englishman had appeared before them, even an ordinary man might have flung him aside. And then a mere mischief maker whispered a rumor. Snake! 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 That one word sent a wave of panic ripping through the crowd. Tragically, the very mob that moments ago had sworn to uproot the British Empire from its foundation, ready to gamble their lives for freedom, scattered in blind fear. They fled so desperately that not one turned back. Standing firm in that same assembly, Dr. Keshav watched in stunned disbelief. The frenzy of patriotism that had surged moments ago evaporated in the blink of an eye, swallowed by self-serving fear.
Who were these youths who wore patriotism as a mask? Could such people ever uphold a disciplined, devoted, and resolute revolution? Could worshippers of such fragile non-violence ever shoulder the liberation of Bharat Mata?
Nurtured under the guidance and support of Dr. Munje and inspired by the fiery ideals of Lokmanya Tilak, Guru Arbindo, and Tatya Savarkar, a radiant flame of national duty, national reconstruction, and national awakening was kindled in Dr. Keshav's soul. One that would continue to illuminate the destiny of the nation.
What waves upon your mind, Keshav?
I feel increasingly uneasy with the Congress ideology. Where is that fierce, unadulterated patriotism I discovered through your writings and your fiery speeches? All I see now is pretense, a hollow clamor for Hindu-Muslim unity, an unwillingness to demand Purna Swaraj, non-cooperation movement abandoned halfway, and the nation's future resting on feeble, self-serving shoulders. Tell me, Tilakji, will we ever be able to turn the dream of Swaraj into reality? My heart is deeply tormented.
I understand, Keshav. There is not a trace of falsehood in your words. History has always glorified gentleness, only to leave it understand as a mute spectator. Mahabharati is being disrobed like Draupadi, and our so-called civilization considers it noble to stand with bowed heads, silent and helpless. And look around. Forced conversions, the needless preaching of passive non-violence, the British census designed to divide society by caste, widespread poverty. These have drained our people of strength and robbed them of inspiration.
So, are we to remain impotent like this? Are we to keep wandering in the darkness of subjugation? Will Vande Mataram remain nothing more than an empty slogan? My mind feels puzzled, derailed. Who can guide me if not you? Hold my hand and lead me. Show me the righteous path. I cannot allow this priceless life to slip away into meaninglessness.
Do not despair, Keshav. Understand this. Our weakness is the very source of British Empire's strength. It is our fragmentation that has fortified them. We must forge vigilant sentinels for this society. We must raise a generation of youth, refined by culture, steeled by character. We must breathe life into the slumbering Hindu nation. And this task, Keshav, is destined for you. You must embrace it with unwavering resolve. Remember the counsel Lord Krishna gave to Arjun. Tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nishchaya. You are the Arjun of this battlefield. You are the architect of Mother India's bright, prosperous future. Advance on the path of duty. Victory awaits you, Keshav.
Do not be shaken, Keshav. Divine souls like you are the very identity of this nation. Within you lies the power of organization, the discipline of tapasya, the fervor of devotion. You are capable. Don't allow your spirit to waver.
Gurudev, your words fill my heart with light. They inspire me. You do not merely understand me, you show me the true path of my nationalist thought.
You are forgetting your own strength, and that must cease. You possess a rare gift of leadership. Use it. Your words carry fire, brilliance. Let them awaken the sleeping. Recognize the extraordinary power to organize that lies within you. You are priceless jewel of this sacred land. I offer you my heartfelt blessings. Awaken and awaken the nation. Build a luminous, conscious, independent India.
Keshav? Has my Keshav grown weak? Impossible! Impossible! On one side stands the cruelty of the entire world, and on the other stands the unshakable resolve of Keshav. Whatever doubts are perturbing your mind, turn them into direction. Force them against the walls of unwavering determination. There is nothing greater in life than the motherland. All the pleasures of the world, its desires, its luxuries, its comforts are mere illusions. To offer one's life at the feet of the motherland is the highest virtue.
Your lessons in true nationalism, your eternal Sanatan-inspired guidance in Hindutva, your unforgettable companionship, these are my greatest treasures. Keep your blessings upon me. I vow, before I surrender this life, I shall erect that sacred flagstaff from where the victory banner of this eternal nation will rise, soaring above the entire world.
My blessings are forever with you, Keshav. Perhaps the Almighty sent you to lay the foundation of cultured conduct and fierce and service-driven nationalism. Believe me, Veer Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has entrusted you with his legacy. Now go, advance and fulfill the sacred vow of raising this flag, the symbol of justice, honor and dignity across the world. Shubham Bhavatu. Shubham Bhavatu.
The name Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar had by now become a force in itself. The British were unsettled. Congress could no longer contain him, and he himself marched forward, unshaken, unbending, towards his resolute mission. Blessed as he deeply felt by Maharashtra's revered deity, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, where could there be any deficit of courage or conviction? Dr. Keshav, a man of noble temperament and measured words, even after profound ideological differences, attended the 1925 Congress session, seeking to understand, to explain, to reconcile. But the results were far from what he had hoped. His spirit now felt suffocated. Trivial issues were being magnified. A subtle fascination with foreign culture was being encouraged, and the campaign for national unity was steadily drifting towards appeasement. Sensing all these truths, his steps turned firmly, decisively towards a new direction. He had resolved to lay the foundation of a new organization. An organization that would strive with utmost dedication to keep Indian culture vibrant and alive. An organization that would steadfastly uphold the eternal values of the Sanatan Hindu nation. An organization that would not merely function as a formality, but would awaken society from the heart, guiding it along the cultural path. A beacon of discipline, simplicity, selfless service, righteousness, and human conduct. Such an organization took birth on 27th September 1925 on the sacred festival of Dashera.
Vande Mataram. Today, we gather to begin a new chapter. On this auspicious day of Vijayadashmi, of Simolanghan, the crossing of limitations, we must break free from every boundary that has held us back, from narrow thinking, from the despair of subjugation, from silently enduring injustice and chaos, from watching the destruction of our culture as mute spectators. From this moment on, we must liberate ourselves and dedicate ourselves completely to this nation.
Let our clarity of thought and meaningful discussions become the foundation of path we choose ahead. Differences in opinion are natural, but accepting the decision of the majority and remaining committed to national progress will be our foremost duty.
My dear friends, the creation of this organization is the distilled essence of years of national service. For nearly a decade now, our minds have been steadily moving towards this new vision. And today, the auspicious moment has arrived. In this organization, the virtues of sincerity, truth, trust, and brotherhood will forever remain our lifeblood. No donation received and no expense made, whether openly or in writing, shall ever be for display or pretense. Let us ensure this. Simplicity and result-oriented work shall be our guiding principles. Our cultural unity shall stand on three fundamental pillars. First, essential physical training. Second, dedicated preparedness and discipline. And third, political thought rooted in national interest. Come, let us pledge that nothing shall ever deflect us from our mission. That we shall offer our lives for this organization and remain forever ready to sacrifice even our last breath for the motherland. Vande Mataram!
Vande Mataram!
Vande Mataram!
Vande Mataram!
Bharat Mata ki!
Jai!
Bharat Mata ki!
Jai!